So getting things like internet to work underground it's a
Oh
whole
no,
challenge.
we've got a dish that's about like this, and it
Oh, nice.
projects it down to the field. It
Nice.
works. It works over there at the ticket booth. It works this and that. I don't have problems. And the thing is, the kids go, "You guys got Wi-Fi down here?" Yep, but you ain't getting the password because if you guys get the password, I'm going to get a whole bunch
It's
of
all
Balgan
over.
stuff.
We
Yep,
always
it's
do.
all over.
Fred always
So
does a speech at the beginning of every year. He's like, listen, guys, cell phone policy. Don't want you on them, but I know I can't stop you from being on them. And some nights it's slow. But if anyone on staff or from another scene, and it gets back to me that you missed a scare because you were on that phone, I'm not taking your phone. But
taking
you're not going to work here anymore.
all right. So as we have talked about this, I am the owner of Chainers Field of Screams. I have 20 years of being a haunter. I have now going on 7 seasons of being a owner. I have done 8 different haunts that my character has been at now. And I have a haunt of volunteers, and I'm very proud of my volunteers. I'm sorry, I am a bad host in the beginning of this because
We'll do
maybe
it
I
at the
should have
end. It's
said this
okay.
in the beginning. Let's go
Now
with
that
Ron.
we're over,
Ron.
let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah, Ron. What have you done in your life? Nothing, right? Okay.
Nothing. Absolutely
Going on
nothing.
to Slasher. Okay,
Well, guys,
that's
I'm Dr.
Slasher.
Rusty Slasher.
Friday,
and
let's go.
I've been razzing. You've been great. Good night.
So seriously, Ron, you've been haunting what, 3 years?
3 years. What? Are you pulling my leg right now?
Okay, maybe put a 0 on there. What? How many you got?
This coming season will make 13.
Oh, okay. So put a 1 in front of that. Okay, 13. I was
Yeah.
close, just half off.
You just got the wrong
More
person.
than half. No, I professionally haunting. It's been this coming season will be 13, but that's not to
Okay.
say that I haven't had previous experiences at haunted houses, whether as acting or as building. My first ever experience actually acting at a haunted house was when I was in college, and my dorm put on a haunted house Halloween for charity, and it was popular, so we ended up doing it several years in a row. But I was involved with the very first year, helping to build it and to decorate it and all of that, and then acting in one of the scenes. But it's not like, professional haunt where we had actor training or this is what you do in a haunted house or anything like that. You basically you go into the scene that you help design and that you help build, and then you do whatever, and nobody tells you don't do that. That's not scary. So we
Don't
kind of
say
botched
boo,
it up.
Ron.
It was
Don't say boo.
very bad. What was that?
Don't say boo, Ron. Don't say boo.
Right? And it's like we didn't really
Get
take it
out of
seriously.
here.
We did not take it seriously. And it's kind of like if I knew then everything that I have learned up to this point, man, I could have done so much of a better job. And like one year when we were doing it, and I got pulled at the exit to be the person running the chainsaw because they were like, "Hey, Ron, you're big and surly looking. Here, run a chainsaw." And I had never, ever run a chainsaw in my life. I knew nothing about it. So as the first group comes out, I try to crank it. The damn thing doesn't start. What are you
We've all
supposed to
been
do?
there. We've all been there.
It's like, what are you supposed to do? And I was like, okay. And it was extremely embarrassing.
Ron couldn't start the chainsaw again.
Dude, there was a haunter that grabbed the chainsaw and he's like, I got this. And I was like, I'm going to be so disappointed in you. And he looked at me and goes, I got this. And he goes, and he flips it over and he goes, yeah, I know this. So he goes, "Grr, grr." And I was like, impressive, right? And he goes,
That's what I should have done if I
looked
thought
down,
about
I
it,
said,
but I didn't even think about that. I was
put
like,
it down and walk away and put your tail between your legs. You're done with it.
I did get it to start the next time though. So I mean I did end up doing that for a little bit. It was
Redemption.
okay. But no, my actual professional haunting experience started in 2012 with the Scaratorium, which was owned by Kelly and Nina Collins, who were also the previous owners of the Midwest Haunters Convention before they sold it to Transworld. So, and Kelly still is a great person to work under because he pretty much taught me practically everything I know about haunting to get me started. And we can go into more of that if I ever become a guest on the show. So Scaratorium, and then after that, I worked at the Miller Building in Lancaster when we did True American Haunt. Really helped out a lot with that, with actor training and a lot of the building, because Miller Building itself in Lancaster is a historical landmark, and that is a whole story in and of itself. But that is actually where I met Angela, who is now the Voodoo Queen at Carnage that we talked about at the beginning of the show. Great person, incredible actress. And then that only lasted one season, and that's about the time that COVID hit. Let's see, it was 2019. We did True American Haunt, and then the next year during COVID, we were actually working back and forth between the Haunted Hydro and Fremont and Backwoods Oddities down in Waverly, Ohio, and traveling back and forth between the two on the weekends. So it is a 2-hour drive up to Fremont from Columbus, and then we'd have to pass back through, and it's another hour drive from Columbus down to Waverly, where Backwoods Oddities is. That was a lot of just being on the road and working, and it was a lot of effort. So the next season we focused solely on Backwoods Oddities, and it kind of became our home. So it's where I've been ever since.
Nice.
So one of these